hashtag spring series with me and Eden. Before we start, I just want to mention my shirt. I'm totally in love with it. It says Trace, which means very in French, and it has like these little like pearls and gems on it, and I just think it's so cute. And whenever I think of Trace, I think of Trace Chic because of this book that I read called White Girl Problems that I loved. But anyway, Trace Chic is exactly how I would describe these DIYs that I have for you all. We are doing DIY spring room decor, and they are Trace Chic, very chic. I came up with most of these all by myself. Some of them I got inspired by Pinterest, but most of them was just from my head. Also, the hashtag spring series is a collab with Eden, so be sure to check out her video down below. Be sure to check out the hashtag spring series playlist after you're done with this video to watch all of Eden and my past videos for the series. If you happen to recreate any of these things, want to see it, use the hashtag spring series. So without further ado, here are the Trace Chic spring room decor DIYs. The first set of DIYs we are going to make are these flower arrangements inspired by popular perfumes. We are going to start off by making the famous Chanel No. 5 perfume vase. You're going to need some white flowers, a square vase, glass pebbles, and a printout of the Chanel label. First, I am taking my hot glue gun and gluing the Chanel label onto the front of my square vase. Then I am taking a mixture of flat and round glass pebbles that I got at the craft store and filling the vase all the way to the top with them. After you cut your flowers to size, you can put it in your vase and then you are finished. This Chanel vase is the perfect, simple, and chic touch to add to your room. Now for a spring favorite, the Daisy by Marc Jacobs perfume vase. You are going to need a short but circular vase, the perfume label cutout, a mixture of white and yellow flowers, and some yellow ribbon. I'm just measuring out some yellow ribbon to fill the vase. Then I am taking the label and gluing it onto the front of my vase, and taking the ribbon and flowers and stuffing the ribbon into the vase while covering the stem of the flowers. This vase is perfect for the spring because it's a beautiful yellow coloring and will make any room look more bright and fresh. Now we have the sister perfume Daisy Dream, so you are going to need a gold piece of ribbon, light blue tulle, off-white flowers, a tall but rounded vase, and the Daisy Dream label printout. I'm starting by hot gluing my label to my vase. Then I am hot gluing my gold ribbon to the neck of the vase.Now I am measuring out some blue tulle, and I am placing my flowers in the jar and filling it with tulle to cover the stem of the flowers. This vase is really beautiful and goes right along with the Daisy one that we previously made.And last, for the perfume vases, we have the Misty perfume. You're going to need some flat glass pebbles, a square jar, a piece of sheer pink ribbon, the perfume label, and some pink flowers. First, I'm going to fill my jar to the top with my flat glass pebbles. Then I am going to glue my label onto my jar.After I cut my flowers to size, I am going to place them in the jar and then take my sheer pink ribbon and tie it into a small bow at the front of the jar and hot glue it into place. Decor one is probably my favorite of the four because it is so pink and feminine. This next spring DIY is a butterfly jar, so you are going to need some spring colored paint swatches, a butterfly hole punch, a mason jar, and a rose. If you don't have paint swatches, you could use colored paper as well. And now I'm just taking my butterfly hole punch and punching out little paper butterflies from my spring colored paint swatches. Next, you want to fold in half all of your little butterflies. Now take out your hot glue gun because you are hot gluing 2 of the flower's petals on the inside of the top of the mason jar. Then you are going to hot glue all of your little butterflies on the inside of the mason jar as well. And be very careful and don't get discouraged because it is pretty tricky. Now you are going to take your mason jar lid and hot glue your flower standing up on top of where you put your petals. Then put your jar on your lid, screw the other part on, and there you have it, your spring butterfly jar. I think this is really cute and I've never seen anything else like it. Now we are going to be making this girly DIY Chanel canvas. So you are going to need a blank white canvas. You could get these at the craft store for about $2. Some pearls, Elmer's glue, a paintbrush, glitter, and a printout of the Chanel logo. What you are going to do is take your logo and cut out the inside of it so you have a blank area which you can fill with the glue and the glitter. What I am doing is taking it section at a time and painting my Elmer's glue onto the inside of the logo and sprinkling this glitter mixture on top of it to cover the glue completely. Once I have finished a section, I will go on to the next section, making sure to leave no blank white spaces. Once the inside of the Chanel logo is completely covered in glitter, I'm going to let that sit for about a day. After you make sure your glue is completely dry, you are going to peel off the paper from the canvas, and this is pretty hard, so be careful. It's okay if you don't get all the paper off because we can just cover it in pearls later on. And then you are going to dump off all the excess glitter from the canvas. Just to make sure that the glitter stays put, you can spray it with some hairspray. For a little extra touch, you can hot glue some pearls to the edge of the Chanel logo. And after that, my Chanel logo was finished. I love how girly this canvas is, and it goes along perfectly with the designer perfume bottle flower arrangements that we made previously. Last, we have not exactly a DIY, but more of a decor idea. So you're going to take a fancier plate and just dump some pearls on it, lay them out flat, and add your favorite jewelry to this dish.
Hey, what happened to the butterflies? Guess they ain't counting that stop sign. You got me like na 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 na.
It acts as a jewelry holder and is a really pretty decor piece. Now on to how I decorated my room for the spring. I added my little Chanel vase next to this jewelry holder. For this little area right by my mirror, I decorated with my Chanel canvas, and underneath it I put my Misty vase along with my Marc daisy vase. And I loved how I decorated with the colors pink and yellow in this area because it just reminds me of spring. Right over where I store all of my perfumes, I have this photo collage that I made in my December DIY room decor video. Now I switched out the background for spring. and switched out the clothespins for pink ones with little flowers on them. Right here, I just placed my DIY spring butterfly jar, and then I got out all of my favorite spring perfumes, lotions, and hand sanitizers and put them all along that little shelf. And lastly, on my vanity, I put my Daisy Dream flower vase along with my Daisy Dream rollerball because obviously they match. And then I just added this little gold heart box because why not? I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Can we get this to 100 likes? Because I worked super hard on it. And with that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!